River Rose, the daughter of singer Kelly Clarkson, performs Heartbeat song with her on stage. Kelly Clarkson is not just one of the most well-known American Idol contestants, but she is also likely one of the competition's most well-known winners. She has had a ton of hit songs after the show, including Since You've Been Gone, Breakaway, and Piece by Piece. Even though Kelly was able to experience great success after winning the competition, and has since done a wide range of things with her newfound popularity, her life was very different before she went in for her first audition. Before she was able to turn her life around, she was forced to live in her car while struggling to make ends meet. Many aspiring singers, dancers, and actors are forced to work additional jobs in order to support themselves while pursuing their aspirations because the entertainment industry may be rather difficult to get into. One of those individuals was Kelly Clarkson, who ultimately took on a series of jobs prior to her American Idol audition. For the most part, these occupations required her to work multiple jobs in restaurants to make ends meet, but they also provided her the freedom to pursue her ambitions, which at the time included becoming a backing singer. Having grown up in Texas, she also needed to do this to pay for her move to Los Angeles. She had to be able to finance the relocation in order to keep her car, gas, rent, and any other expenses she owed money for. She aspired to be a backup singer, but she only went to the American Idol audition because she was informed she would get paid for it. She reasoned that the money would help her pay her power bill, and it more than did that. Prior to her life-changing audition, Kelly had to live in her car due to a number of bad circumstances, including the fact that she needed the money from her waitressing jobs to pay for different expenses and basically to afford to exist. Kelly didn't have a lot of money at the time, and all of it went into paying her bills. She had nowhere else to live when her apartment burned down one day, so she was left with no choice but to live in her car. She had nowhere else to live and very little of her possessions really survived the fire, so she spent a few days before her audition living out of her car. Because she had been living in her car for several days at that time and had no clothing to wear for the audition, the situation was so severe that when she finally went in for her American Idol audition, she had to drive back home to Dallas. The top Kelly wore to the audition was something she actually had to manufacture, and even admitted to the host Ryan Seacrest that she would give up her dream of being a singer if the audition didn't go well. She stated that she had owned the trousers she was wearing for quite a while, and that they weren't her favorite pair. Even the pants she was wearing were quite an old pair. She had to find a way to make it work, though, because she had nothing at the time and was trying to make her dream come true. Kelly significantly raised her net worth after winning $1 million and a recording deal with RCA Records as a one-time prize. She also succeeded in having her debut single reach the top spot, which contributed to her long-lasting fame. Kelly may not have known before her audition, though, that after she won the competition, she would be rejected by a number of famous people. Since it was the first season and nobody knew what would happen, Kelly herself has confessed that she didn't expect she would go very far after the program. However, it was also a very early era for reality TV shows of that type, and many people, including celebrities, were perplexed by the idea. She claimed that many of these famous people treated her crudely, and that they frequently looked down on her because of how she had become famous. Kelly continued, telling Andy Cohen that it's funny what money does, pointing out the irony that these same celebs have since been on a reality TV program of some form. Kelly continued, telling Andy Cohen that it's funny what money does, pointing out the irony that these same celebs have since been on a reality TV program of some form.